OMG, I'm so excited for our trip. But first I need to make a checklist. Hotel and also ticket I already booked, so check. Luggage check. Everything is complete. But why does I still feel like I'm missing something? I need to check back with my girls.
Hi.
You know what? I think we're missing something.
What are we missing, Ika? Is it my hairspray? I can't live without my hairspray. Or is it my Burana hair color?
No, wait, not your color.
Here it is.
Oh yes. You know what, girls? I also think that we are forgetting something too.
Now would be a good time if someone can help us. Oh wait, I have a friend who can help us.
What?
Great,
Great,
Ima.
Ima. You have to call them now.
Okay.
Hi Ma. Hi guys.
Hi Jeffrey. So me and my girls are going to Indonesia next week.
So Jeffrey, are you here to help us?
Sure.
Good, because I think the four of us really need your help.
Sure.
Yes. We would like to know more about the cultural aspects in Indonesia. So excited.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, wait. I think it's better if I will share first the video regarding the cultural aspects in Indonesia that you might want to know. Alright, is that cool?
Great. Let's watch the video together.
So hang tight, everyone. We're going to fly to Indonesia now.
Hi everyone, wondering what to do in Indonesia? C4 Travel can assist you while traveling here.
Hello, mau nonton seni tari? Let me switch the language. Interested on discovering the traditional dances while you're in Bali? Let us assist you. Let's begin with Bali's most iconic cultural dance, kecak. This is a famous dance where a troupe of Balinese dancers will gather with their hands up in the air while chanting loudly. Better known as the fire dance, kecak is actually a narration of Asia's most epic story, Ramayana. Originally from India, this story, cultural and religious beliefs has become a part of the Balinese culture for the longest time. Throughout the magnificent performance, we guarantee you will be mesmerized with the flames, sound of gamelans, choir of 100 men swaying and lying down as the story develops. Don't know where to catch kecak's live performance? We got you. Daily, starting from 6 PM, you can catch this unique sunset dance live at the cliff top next to the Uluwatu temple. There, you can also enjoy the impressive views of the Indian Ocean from up above. You won't regret it. See you!
Hi there! Other than kecak dance, Bali is also known for its most visually alluring royal court performance, the Legong dance or Legong Kraton as typically referred by the locals. The Legong dance is a dance that is known for its beautiful traditional dancing form which require complex finger movements, footwork, and expressive hand gestures and facial expressions. For your information, this dance was originated in the 19th century as an entertainment for the Bali royals. And legend has it that a prince of Sukawati fell ill and had a vivid dream of two maidens dancing to Gamelan, and that is when the prince ordered to arrange the Legong dance to relive his dream. Quite interesting, right? By now, you must be eager to know where to watch this dance in Bali and how to attend it, right? Well, don't worry, that's why I am here to help you out. Well, to give you an idea, Legong Kraton means the dance of the royal palace. Hence, you can watch and enjoy the dance performance at open stages and venues throughout Bali, such as the Ubud Royal Palace. The Legong dance typically starts at 7 PM onwards, and ticket price is 100,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is 28 Malaysia ringgit per person. So be sure to save some money so you won't miss out one of Bali's most enchanting traditional dance. See you there!
Hello, selamat siang. I'm Daniel, your tour guide, and I will be talking about Barong dance. The Barong dance is one of the many art forms which associated with spirituality and a form performed in ritual ceremonies, portraying the battle of good versus evil. The dance is one of the most well-known and loved on the island. In Balinese mythology, Barong dance is a prominent character taken form of a lion, the king of spirits who represents virtue. Barong is seen as a guardian angel, and the opposing side is called Rangda, represented by another mythical creature which is the queen of demons. Where to watch this performance? The regular barong dance performance can be found in many places in Bali. However, the most popular one are performed by the Batu Bulan villages in the district of Gianyar or at Kesiman, Denpasar. You can also watch the show every day at the stated place.
Moving on to the Janger dance next. This dance roughly translates to infatuation, which defines a person who is madly in love. It is simple but full of joy, and it's one of Bali's unique dances created in the 1930s. Based on its history, it was started by women farmers who sang joyously to entertain themselves. People claim that it originated from the village of Manyali, located in North Bali. Janger is danced by 10 young women called Janger, who are accompanied by men called Kecha. What makes Janger unique is the women dancers who wore Balinese sarong with a bodice, while the men wore sarong and Balinese headdress. This dance is formed in a square, and the young women would kneel while singing the Janger song as they make patterns using their arms and hands throughout this flirtatious dance. Janger is performed for entertainment purposes, and you wouldn't want to miss it.
Hi, now you should get to know Indonesian traffic culture. We'll start with ojek. Have you ever heard of ojek? Also known as motorcycle taxis? That's right, the girl in the second scene wasn't randomly sitting on people's motorcycles. In Indonesia, ojek is a very common transportation that an application called GOJAK was created in 2010. Other than that, there is also a company providing similar service which is Grab Bike under the Grab company. This service is efficient in saving more time since motorcycles are flexible, especially during traffic congestion. How to experience this ride? When you come to Indonesia, you can download the GoJack or a Grab application and book a ride. Make sure you wear a helmet during the ride.
When you are on Indonesian roads, you do not have to be surprised or scared when you hear an automated speaker calling out to your vehicle or reminding you before an intersection. This is because there is a system that is mainly used on Indonesian roads that is called Area Traffic Control System (ATCS). ATCS helps optimize traffic lights and also help reminding the road users about their surroundings. With the help of ATCS, the traffic police do not have to physically go on the road anymore. Instead, they can just observe the roads and make announcements from their working station. ATCS also help when an emergency happens on the roads, in which they can help make announcement for the other vehicle to make space or move aside for the vehicle that needs emergency care. When an accident happens, ATCS help provide CCTV surveillance video, and this can help make this road safer and smoother.
When stopping at the red lights, you might be wary of strangers approaching your car. But when you're in Indonesia, this might just be one of the asongan sellers. Asongan sellers usually carry foods and snacks in basket or rope strap to approach road user during the red lights. Being a high culture context country, Indonesia have a low uncertainty avoidance level. Therefore, on-road transactions like these are totally normal. So don't be panicked if they approach you. If you don't want to buy from them, sometimes body languages are enough. You can just show them this or show them this. They will understand. But if you do want to buy from them, make sure you prepare the exact amount of money and avoid using big bills. Also remember not to buy from them if the red lights is about to turn into green light, because you might be angering other road users if you hold up the traffic.
Now, before you start driving or enjoying your ride on Indonesian roads, especially in the big cities, let me give you some advice so that you are aware of these things that might be unusual in your country. First, you will hear honkings most of the time because honking is completely normal and it is even considered as one of the safety measures on the road. It is to let people know your presence. It is even as important as using the brake. So instead of thinking Indonesian people are mad or being rude to you on the road, please take this lightly and know that it is just one of their ways to interact with you on the road. Besides the normalization of honking, transportation like buses and lorries also install melodic horns on their bodies. I am sure you are familiar with this video that went viral a few years ago.
This is one of the examples of the fun sound that some horns in Indonesia have. They are unique and interactive.
If you travel in groups of 3 to 4, you can try hailing a shared taxi called the angkut. Angkut can carry up to 18 passengers at once. Although they have specific waiting areas, you can still board an angkut if you see them nearby by hailing them. One thing that you have to note about before boarding an angkut is that, unlike taxis, they will not move right away after you board them. Hence, you have to wait a little bit before other passengers to be on board. The driver will then start driving you when the capacity of the angkut is to his heart's content. Usually, passengers share the same seating space, which can be cramped with a lot of people, exceeding the maximum capacity. This might be tough for tourists who come from low-context cultures, in which they prefer more personal space. But traveling is always about learning and experiencing other cultures happily. Just be ready to hold your arm up and say "Kiri pa" in order to stop right at your destination.
Hi, today we are going to introduce you to the traditional clothes found in Indonesia, which is from Bandung, Bali, JOGJA and Jakarta. Please enjoy.
Salam and hi. Just a quick disclaimer, the clothing that we'll be mentioning is just the tip of the iceberg, so be sure to explore around when you arrive at the destination. So let's begin, shall we?
Hi, my name is Adib and today I will be your Jakarta's consultant. In Jakarta, traditional clothes worn by women is called kebaya kerancang, while traditional clothes worn by men is called sadaria. I will explain kebaya kerancang and sadaria in detail. Kebaya kerancang is a combination of kebaya and European-made lacquer or brocade material. The name kerancang came from the variations of this kebaya with lots of holes. This kebaya can be worn with sarung and selendang. And next we have sadaria. Sadaria is made up of batik trousers, which also can be any kind of trousers, and a shirt made of cotton or silk. This traditional cloth is usually worn with folded sarung over the shoulder, kepiah, traditional sandals, and stone rings. In the past, this cloth was worn mostly for religious events and as everyday clothing. Nowadays, sadaria can be worn in multi-events. If you are interested in trying traditional clothes, stay tuned and Consultant Nana will share the most popular photo studio in Jakarta for trying traditional clothes. With that being said, let us move on to the next location with Consultant Sabrina.
Thank you, Consultant Adib. Hi, I'm Consultant Sabrina. So today I'll be taking you to Bali. So the official attire worn by the locals in Bali is what we call as payas. There are 4 types of payas, which are payas agung, payas madya, payas alit, as well as payas jenggot. But today I'll be talking more about payas madya. This is the official Balinese attire worn by the middle class for their daily activities, or sometimes even for invitations and graduations. The preferable color palette for this attire is in white. So for the woman, it will be decorated with beautiful accessories, while for men, it will be paired with as what they call as kaos or kemeja paired with kamen. So, interested in trying this attire? Consultant Nana will be showing one of the most visited shops in Bali. Next destination, shall we?
Hello everyone, I am Consultant Anna and I will be explaining about the unique traditional kebaya beledu which comes from JOGJA. This kebaya beledu is worn by the females and males occasionally, and they paired this up with kain jarit, which comes with various designs and abstract motifs. This outfit symbolizes the tenderness and softness of the woman in JOGJA.
Hello, nice to meet you. I am Consultant Is and I will be guiding you on the journey of traditional clothes in Bandung. First off, what we have here is pangsi. It is a traditional clothing worn by male of the lower class in the society, such as farmers and workers. Sometimes, the upper class will also wear this clothing, but with better design and choice of materials. Next one is kebaya Sunda. Just like the rainbow, this traditional clothing comes with many varieties of colors. You can differentiate Sundanese kebaya with other variants from the neck design. It also includes accessories such as hairpins, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and rings. This attire is worn by female from the lower and the middle class.
So, as you guys have listened from colleagues of mine regarding the 4 states clothing, we have prepared extra special tips on where to find the best photoshoot studios to try out the exclusive traditional clothing and take pictures that we mentioned prior. In Jakarta, you can find at the subcapital area Arjuna Cafe and Photo Studio, whereas in Bali, just stop by the Bali Star Island located at the Jalan Gading Timur. Next, for JOGJA, you can experience it at Kencana Photo and Videography Shop. And lastly, for Bandung, it's located at Sao Ujung in Padasuka. One says, a picture is a memory of a moment, so do remember to stop by to have fun while you're at it.
With that being said, we hope that you will enjoy your time in Indonesia.
Experience its culture and its beauty.
We hope that you are going to fall in love with the traditional clothes presented. Indonesia, a country full of wonder just like nowhere else in the world. Kok jangan dilupa ya lautin.
Selamat jalan, and we hope to see you soon, hopefully in the beautiful land of Indonesia.
Hello everyone, on today's part we are going to introduce you to the foods and where you can find them in Indonesia. But before we jump right into it, I'll be telling you some information that you may need. Firstly, in Indonesia, it will be a common situation where people are required to eat by using their hands. And if you are not comfortable with it, we advise you to bring your own utensils. Additionally, if you see a small bowl on the table that it's filled with water and a slice of lime, please do not drink it. It is called a kobokan. So kobokan is a tap water that is used to wash your hand before and after eating. That is all from me. Let's introduce you to the foods and where you can find them.
I will further elaborate on food in Jakarta. The first food is kerak telur. In English, it means egg crust. The kerak telur has existed since the Dutch colonial era. This food was created accidentally by a group of Betawi people who live in central Jakarta. This particular meal can be found on streets of Jakarta and tourist destinations such as Taman Mini Indonesia. Secondly, nasi uduk. Nasi uduk comprises of fried onion, crackers, peanut sauce and many more. In the 40th century, this dish was brought to Jakarta by traders from the land of Malay. You can find this dish in kebun kacang areas. Thirdly, Jakarta also has kuih onggol-onggol as part of the Betawi traditional food culinary. This unique cake is made from raw materials of sago flour and palm sugar. Kuih onggol-onggol remains irreplaceable because it has a distinctive and peculiar taste.
Next, if you are in Bali, there are 3 dishes that you must try. First off, we have a very popular Balinese dish which is called betutu. Betutu is a roasted poultry marinated with a special spice mix called bumbu. The dish comes either with a whole chicken or a whole duck. If it's a chicken, we call it ayam betutu, and if it's a duck, we call it bebek betutu. Next is bubur ketan hitam, or as the people of Bali call it, bubur injin. It is a porridge made from black glutinous rice with palm sugar and thick coconut milk. This sweet mixture of the glutinous rice and the creamy coconut milk is a favorite to many of the locals. And finally, the third dish that you must try is pai susu, a milk custard pastry made from egg custard and condensed milk. Moving on to the next destination.
Let's move on to Bandung. First, we have mie kacang, a noodle dish that contains sliced beef, meatballs with yellow noodles served with various accompaniments in a clear beef broth. You can find this dish at Mie Kacang Persik to get the best mie kacang there ever is. Next, we have batagor, a popular street food that is also said to be an adaptation from a Chinese Indonesian siomai. Batagor is made with fish or meat paste stuffed inside tofu and wonton skin to be steamed and then served with peanut sauce. You can also find this delicious dish at Batagor Burang-Burang. Lastly, we have estaka. Estaka is a coconut milk shaved dice that consists of chewy typical balls, fermented cassava, black glutinous rice, and bread. You can find this refreshing beverage
at S Campur D2N Antapani.
Moving on to Yogyakarta. First, we have the geplak that is mainly produced in Bandung. The brightly colored snack is made from coarsely grated coconut and sugar with many variations mixed together. You may find it at Geplak Mpok Tumpok in Bantul. Moving on, we have bakpia patok. It is part of the Chinese-Indonesian cuisine. Bakpia patok is a round, bite-sized roasted sweet roll stuffed with mung beans that is known as one of Yogyakarta's specialties. The best place to find it is at Bakpia Patok 75 at Ngampilan Kota, Yogyakarta. Last but not least, we have gudeg, a traditional vegetarian dish made from unripe jackfruit stewed with palm sugar and coconut milk for long hours, then served with steamed rice and chicken or egg. You can find it at the local favorite, Gudeg Permata Bu Narti at Pangku Alaman, Kota Yogyakarta. I hope you enjoy visiting Indonesia.
Hi!
So now, we will be in charge of introducing you to rituals that can be found in Indonesia.
For your information, rituals in Indonesia are heavily influenced by many religions like Buddhism, Christianity, Confucianism, Hinduism, and Islam. It also depends on the cities in which religion is the most dominant religion there. Interesting, right? How about we see for ourselves how interesting and exciting the rituals in Indonesia are? Care to join us?
Yes, the more the merrier, right?
Now, let's go to Bandung.
So here in Bandung, one of the rituals that can be seen and experienced in Indonesia is Perantomat, which is a tomato war. This ritual started back in 2012 at Cikarumbi village, West Bandung Regency, and this ritual serves as a way for them to show their gratitude towards the abundant tomato harvest they will get.
The interesting thing is, tourists are allowed to join in the war along with them. And the tomatoes used during the war are also the rotten ones, so there will be no waste. Pretty fun, right? And I'm sure that you will have a great excitement joining in the war.
That is not the only ritual that is exciting in Indonesia though. There are also exciting rituals which can be found in Bali. Bali is full of unique traditional rituals, and I am sure that we can gain a memorable experience here. How about I show you about the Makare-kare ritual first?
Our first traditional ritual in Bali is situated at Tenganan village, 70 kilometers east of Denpasar, Bali. Makare-kare also translates as the pandanus war, as the fighters will use scores of thorny pandan leaves tied together as a weapon to cause damage to the opponent's back, along with a woven rattan as a shield. It is a gladiator-style battle intended to honor the god of war, Lord Indra, which is unique to the Tanganans. Blood from the inflicted damage serves as the main purpose of the ritual as an offering to the god of war.
However, the fight must be led from a place of love instead of hatred, as it is a sacred ritual. The fighters will leave the arena with smiles on their faces and receive traditional treatment made of turmeric, vinegar, cucumber, and antiseptic.
We are done with rituals that involves a lot of actions. Shall we head to a destination for healing? The hint is Tirtha Empul Temple.
Yes, Tirtha Empul Temple. This temple is a Hindu Balinese temple dedicated to Vishnu, the Hindu god of water. This is where we can observe and even participate in the purification ritual in the water of the holy spring. Can you explain the details of the ritual, Mai?
Yes, Husna. This temple is not that hard to search for. You can find this temple roughly 40 kilometers north of Ubud. Before entering this temple, you will need to pay for an entry ticket and rent a sarong for you to wear, as it is mandatory to do so. You can wander around the temple, which has 3 different sections: Jabapura, Jabah Tengah, and Jerowan. The purification ritual is located at Jabah Tengah. But you must remember that before you join in the purification ritual, you will have to wear a special kind of sarung instead of the one that you got at the entrance. Or else you will not be able to join in the purification ritual at all.
This ritual is done to offer your prayers to the gods, the water spirits, and your ancestors. It requires a lot of steps, in which the first step is meditating along with offering flowers with incense as a sacrifice. You will end the ritual while sitting down to reflect and thank the gods, water spirits, and ancestors. You may find this ritual to be quite tricky, but it is worth a try, especially for those who enjoy healing trips. It will also be an interesting experience for those who are new to the culture.
The rituals we have chosen are for you to enjoy a variety of authentic rituals from Indonesia. Not only that you could watch it, but you can experience the ritual as well.
You will be able to experience the fun, the mess, and the healing from these rituals. Be sure to put the Makare-kare ritual, the Perang Tomat, and also the purification ritual in your book when you come for a visit to Indonesia. And more importantly, don't forget to have fun!
Girls, I think Indonesia has a lot of fun and interesting things to offer us, right?
Yes, apparently there are so many things to do in Indonesia.
Girls, how about would you sea travel to be our tour agency?
Sounds good, Eja. Since we watched the video, it really helped us in knowing more about Indonesia. Great! So, now all is complete and we're ready to go!
Yay! Indonesia, here we come!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an announcement for flight QZ 564 heading to Jakarta. Flight QZ 564 heading to Jakarta. All passengers of flight Garuda Indonesia QZ 564 to Jakarta, please make your way to gate G14 for boarding procedures. Thank you and have a nice day.